As an approver from Gold Coast, I have a question for you. Good morning first.
Good morning.
And East Bengal had stopped Kerala until 72 minutes in the first match, and in the second match they come back really well in the second half. So to keep up the level for the full 90 minutes, what are the things that you think that the players should do?
Look, I think it's right. We had some moments in the first game with Kerala. As you said, we kept them at bay for 72 minutes. And then obviously in the second game we were much better. Second half we dominated, I felt. And I think we need to put two halves together. I think we have played well in parts, but now we need to put them all together and be consistent. We are starting to find a rhythm. I see this in training also. And the last couple of days we worked very hard on what we need to be doing. So hopefully on Thursday we get the positive result.
Yeah.
Coach, this is Prashu from Bengal. Any special planning for Northeast United, and what is the Lima status?
Yeah. So Lima is doubtful to start for the game. He trained today for the first time, and obviously precautionary. It's not 100% sure whether he will start or even play. We take each team that we face as a special case. Every team is different. Every team have different individuals, and so we prepare for the Northeast the same way that we prepare for Kerala and also for Goa. Just obviously they have different personnel, and we will adapt to their personnel. And as I say, look to get the positive result.
Hi Kawaljit, I have a question for you. You have two impressive games, and how do you see Northeast United as an opponent?
Yeah, like us, they are also looking for a point, and it's going to be a good game. And we know we are working very hard in our training. We rectify our mistake, and we'll work hard together to get a positive result in our game.
Hello coach, this is Shanta from Sportskeeda. So I want to ask you that Jason scored a goal in the CFL game against Aryan. So do you think he can make to the ISL matchday squad in sometime in the near future?
Yeah, I think that's a question that we will have to see. First, we will bring him up at some point to train with us to see if he can adapt. It was a tapping goal that he didn't actually create. He just tapped it in from 2 yards. So I mean, he was in the right position, so you have to give him credit for being in the right place at the right time. But we'll see. We will probably have a look at him in the future.
Hello, Coach. Morning.
Fine.
My question is, after the Northeast match, there is a derby. So already Mohun won the last match. So do you think if you lost the match or lose the point, it will be big pressure before the derby?
We're not interested in the derby. We're playing Northeast in 2 days. Why would I be thinking about the derby? All games that we play, whether it's Northeast or ATK, it's pressure. This is the nature of the business. All the games are pressure. Of course, we haven't had the best start that we would like. So, yeah, I'm not thinking about Montgomery at the moment.
Hello coach, my question is back-to-back two losses, although you fought really well, but in the Northeast United match, how will you inspire your players to come and play for East Bengal for the 90 minutes?
Look, if we would have played really badly in both games, I would be worried. But we haven't. We have shown some good moments in both games. So I'm optimistic that we can play better and get the right result. You are not going to win all the games that you play, that's for sure. But in both games we had some very good moments, particularly with Goa in the second half. And I think if we can produce that kind of play, good things are going to happen. as you said, we need to put those the performance together. At the moment, we haven't done that.
Coach, thoughts on Northeast United because they have also lost 2 games, but they have quality game players. So how do you see them?
Oh, well, look, I watched them Bengal, the first game. I thought they were extremely unlucky, at least not to get a point. They worked very, very hard off the ball. It will not be easy game. There are no easy games in this league. You could see from the results that we've been seeing. So, but we will be disciplined, we will be aggressive, and we will try to win the game. That's why we're going to get the 3 points.
Hi coach, this is Sudipta Chakraborty from Newswave India. What about the status of Eliandro?
Yeah, Ellie, he took a knock last week during training. It got aggravated. I do not think he will be available for this game.
Kamaljeet, I have a last question for you. The teams are getting prepared for the next match, and you have been preparing for quite a few weeks. So, how is the mood in the camp, and how are you seeing upcoming matches as a challenge?
Yeah, everyone is positive. Everyone knows it's a big and important task for all of us to take this club with glory that it deserves. And we are working very hard for that. And hopefully we'll get a positive result for our upcoming games.
Okay, thanks. Best wishes. Okay.
Hi Kamaljeet. My question is, you have the hardest task in your play because you have to be the goalkeeper. But what is the how much you are keeping the pressure regarding you played last game in the home? So how did you keep the pressure so brilliantly?
I think we all are doing our job, which our coach have given us, and hopefully we'll keep doing it the way we are doing. But we are lucky in our last game, and we know where we are lacking. We are rectifying those mistakes in our training, and hopefully, we'll win our next game.
Hello Kamalji. In the last game, you considered a late goal against FC Goa. Obviously, you made some brilliant saves before that. But do you think in the build-up to that goal, you could have done something differently? Was there an error? Do you feel on your part?
We all should have done something on that goal, and as a team, yeah, we should have done better. And I won't say it's a one-man mistake. There's no one mistake. We like 1 or 2 or 3 mistakes in a row. So we all should have done better.
Hi coach. What about your strategy in the next match? Do you want to put attacking football or prefer attacking football or defensive football?
I think my football is always attacking. I didn't play with 9 men back in defense against Caroline. I didn't do the same against FC Goa. I want to attack all the time. It's not possible all the time, but if you have seen my teams over the past 10, 15, 20 years, you will see that we create a lot of chances. We're fast, we're aggressive, but it doesn't happen overnight. So we saw a little bit of it with Kerala. We saw a little bit more with Goa. Tomorrow we're going to see more with the Northeast, and hopefully we will continue to build on those performances, and we will get to where we want to be as soon as possible.
My question to Kamaljeet, how much optimistic you that your team will perform better in the next matches?
Yeah, we are very positive. We are taking one game at a time, and now we are focusing on Northeast. We are very, very positive about our next game because we have worked a lot hard in training, and we know where we are lacking in our last games, and coach worked very hard with us in the training. So we are looking forward to our next game.
Coach, my last question to you is quite a few Arab fans are going to Guwahati in the next match. So any special message you want to share for them?
When you are the coach of East Bengal, you expect the Bengalis to be there wherever you are. If you go to Brazil tomorrow, they will be there. If you go to England, they will be there. If you go to the United States, they will be there. They are everywhere. And we need them to come and support us, home or away. and hopefully they will not have too much longer to wait for the first win.
We'll take one last question.
No more balloon questions.
Coach, what is the status of Aniket Yadav? Is he available for the tomorrow match?
No, he's not. Let me clarify Aniket Yadav. He has not been banished to the reserves like some people think. He has to understand the way we are trying to play. He played for so many years on the right side and was coming in to shoot with his left. Okay, I bet if you count how many goals he scored with his left, it's less than 5, less than 3. Okay, so we play slightly different. I want the right midfield player to be right-footed, go past his man and cross. Aniket can do that, but he needs to be consistent. The problem is without the ball. What is he doing without the ball? So I put him in the reserve team to get some games so that he can play 90-minute games, which he hasn't had, and build his confidence up. I went to see him play the other day, and I think most of you saw him play. You can tell me what you think, how he did. But he's not banished there because he's done something wrong. He's gone there to get games. The last game, I think we had 6 of our players that are with the first team play. It's not punishment. They need 90-minute games. If they don't have 90-minute games, then when the opportunity comes because one of the other players is not available and he hasn't played for 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, what performance is he going to give us if he hasn't played? So the reserves for me is an opportunity for them to get 90 minutes in a competitive game. You can train as long as you want, but if you don't get match fitness, the mental side of it, as well as the physical side, is very, very difficult. So Aniket is there to get experience, to get games, to get his confidence, as are all the other players that will go there. Yesterday, Shemboy was there, Amanjit was there, Ankit was there. It's not, he is not in the team or that he has been penalized for doing anything wrong. He hasn't done anything wrong. He just not played enough and hasn't performed when he did get the opportunity. So giving him the chance to go and train with the reserves and get game time is the whole objective to that. So I'm really glad you asked that question. Thank you.
Ritam, one more question. Last. Hi coach, do you worry about Sumit Pasi's performance?
I worry about Sumit, Ankit, Yadav, Kamanjit, Ellie, Clayton, Lima. I worry about all of them. I have 27 players. He didn't play very well in the last game, but so did a few other boys. Didn't play very well in the previous games. You see, I think with Pasi, I don't know what the problem where he's getting all this abuse, unnecessary abuse from. I think it's very unfair. When we started pre-season, we had 12 players, and then I think we had 16. He played right back for us. He played right midfield for us. He played up front for us. He works non-stop. Is he the best player in the team? No. But he has worked his socks off in all the games and in training. Did he have a bad game with FC? Oh, yeah. That's why I took him out. I don't have favourites and this nonsense about Pasi this and Pasi that. I went to see a reserve game the other day. And then when the people were going to me, Pasi's no good, Pasi's this way. He's not even playing in this game. Is it his fault that the reserve team didn't win? You know, I think we have to be a little mindful. He has feelings as well, and we have to make sure that all the players are okay. Because today you play one game, you're great. 3 weeks ago they were calling him, oh, what a player! He scored 4 goals in the friendly games. Now he's the worst player in India. I think it's unfair and unnecessary, and you know we have to think a little bit about the players' feelings also. He let 2 goals in. Should we bash him because he let 2 goals in? He didn't do it on purpose. It happens. In football, you make mistakes, and I think it's unfair the abuse that he's been getting recently. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, coach. Thank you, Kamalji.